Всем привет, с вами Gclassic Play и продолжаем проходить Бэтмен Telltale Series. Офигенная по мне как игра. Первый эпизод, конечно, очень приятно удивил, не ожидал, прямо вау. Сделал субтитры побольше, потому что с предыдущими, с моим-то зрением, плохо я мог читать их.
I thought I might find you here. The news was upsetting for both of us. But you should see this.
Блин, ну а вот дед ты чего молчал?
I know you come here for solitude, Bruce. More allegations about his ties to the underworld.
Блин, фотографию такую подобрали по такой заголовок.
It's also public and messy.
Кстати, да, почему он скрывал это от меня?
How could you hide this from me, Alfred? For all these years.
What would you have me do? You were a child.
Блин, ну тут уже, наверное, лет 10, как он не ребенок.
I hoped it would never come.
Forget the papers. I want to hear it from you.
The truth is, they were billionaires, Bruce. You can't amass that kind of wealth without making certain moral compromises. It's just not possible. That kind of money taints you.
My money has never corrupted me.
And I'm proud of you. But you're hardly the norm. Hill greased the wheels of politics. Falcone was the muscle. Thomas legitimized the whole enterprise with his name. Your father, Hamilton Hill, and Falcone, they were partners. Nothing happened in...
Слушай, я заливал. Отец таких, как Фалькона, вообще презирал. Такс.
You knew all that, and you never let on.
You're behaving like I was part of the conspiracy.
Ну, вообще-то шампанское подносил, я на фотке видел.
I had my suitcases ready. I couldn't stand to be around your father anymore. But then they were killed.
Кстати, надо будет на самом деле посмотреть сериал Пенниворт. Надеюсь, я правильно его имя сейчас произнес. Вроде говорили, вполне даже интересно. Хотя и Готэм еще до конца не досмотрел. Хотя да, наверное, он сейчас сезон Титанов закончится, вот с Пенниворта и начну. Да нет, деда, семья мы с тобой.
You're all I've got, Alfred.
Thank you. I won't let you down again. This is the first time I've been back here since that night. When the police called me to collect you, I thought they'd finally arrested your father. I couldn't believe a low-life thug like Joe Chill would have the audacity to rob and kill Thomas Wayne. He was simply too well known. Too big. Yet, there it was.
If my father was that deep in crime, he would have had enemies.
Well, it's a fair assumption. You don't think.
Слушай, вообще, получается, смотри, необычное, развитие в этой вселенной. Потому что, смотри, получается, Томас, вообще, Уэйны, это мафиозная семья когда-то была, блин. Вообще, как-то необычный, новый, свежий взгляд. Я еще до сих пор просто не могу пока что привыкнуть. То есть во всех фильмах, сериалах, кроме флешпоинта по Флэшу, там, да, Томас Уэйн там вообще новым Бэтменом стал. Причем таким конкретным, каким я хочу здесь стать. Так, понял, надо переулок осмотреть.
I want him standing here, right now.
And what would the Batman do with his own parents' killer? The possibilities are frightening.
I wouldn't trust myself around him.
Batman doesn't kill.
That's why I wouldn't trust myself.
He was stabbed to death in prison. No one mourns for Joe Chill, Bruce.
Так, окей, пойдем дальше.
He just wanted to protect us.
He thought he was invincible. Sadly,
Ты смотри, ладно, хрен бы он преступник, но и смотри, с собой же закрыл-то семью.
I can't picture him as a criminal, not the kind I deal with.
in that moment, he was simply your father.
Окей, дальше.
I love that movie. Saw it countless times at that theater. How long did it play there?
Only when you wanted to see it, Bruce. Your mother arranged the special screenings personally.
I never knew that. She was always so good to me.
Ну, это мы еще не закончили, да?
Where exactly does the memory end?
With my father pleading, "You don't have to do this." And the gun fires.
And after that? There are considerable gaps in that recollection.
Maybe. Do I really want to know?
У меня такое ощущение, что становление Бэтмена такое же эпичное, как и у Человека-паука. Ну, все знают, как дядя Бен умер, и все знают, как родители Бэтмена умерли. Ага, еще по идее один патрон у него остался. Ну, если в револьвере 6 патронов. Блин, я еще считать умудряюсь. Нахрена? Все, пора мозг отключать и просто смотрим.
Bruce, are you all right?
It wasn't a mugging. They were assassinated. And Carmine Falcone knows why.
Вот тоже вот сейчас, знаешь, интересно, а почему вот раньше ему разве в голову это не приходило, не вспоминал он? Ну ладно, детская травма-то, но сейчас он каким образом вспомнил? Хотя ладно, это я придираюсь, это такое.
Getting you in to see Falcone like this, I don't have to tell you how many rules we're breaking. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm always here for you, but this could land us both in hot water. I pulled all the strings I had with the
В смысле, его что, здесь держит?
come back to bite us.
Ну, я это ценю, вообще молодчина.
And it means a lot to me.
I know it does, Bruce.
Только мне вот единственное не нравится, почему он здесь мямля. Ну, я имею в виду про Харви Дента.
The press made us pay.
Вроде окружной прокурор.
At least
Смотри,
tell me
какой
what this is
кабан.
about.
А как-то неуверенно себя ведет.
Look, I'm all for blind support, but I should at least know what I'm getting
Будем с ним уже
myself into.
откровенно.
I'm not sure, but I think Falcone put a hit on my parents.
Wait, what? Bruce, that's terrible.
That's why I have to speak with him. I have to know for sure.
Bruce, I appreciate you opening up to me, but just try and keep it cool in there. I don't want any headlines taking away from my debate with Hill.
Gentlemen, we finally put Falcone in his cage. Now, thanks to the information you gave me, Bruce, he won't ever get out.
Whoa, I'm sorry. Information? What information?
Oh.
Я что, через голову прыгнул?
I was going to contact your office first thing.
I gave him some evidence against Falcone.
More like a catalog of his entire criminal empire. It's a case that'll put Falcone away for life.
Is that a fact?
It's the reason I said yes to this unorthodox request.
Зацени, зато теперь везде свои подвесы. Прокуратура, полиция.
Yeah, that son of a bitch better not get off again.
He's not getting off the hook, Renee. Not this time.
Mr. Wayne, Sergeant Renee Montoya. I just wanted to say, some of us police support you, despite what the media is saying.
Thanks, Sergeant.
Ты смотри, кажется, ей кто-то понравился. Или мне показалось, ну да ладно.
He's helped us a lot in the past, but if you ask me, he's out of control.
Batman is a monster. That freak does more
Да, будем играть двойную роль. Бэтмена и Брюса Уэйна.
It isn't the first time either. Nearly ripped a guy's arm off at the docks.
Well, at least someone's getting tough on these guys. I tell you, I'd rather have Falcone in here than out on the street.
You weren't there, Harvey. You didn't see it.
Ой, я всего лишь его на штырь-то насадил, живой же в конце концов. Целую палату ему в полицейском участке выделили. Че, все? Можно входить? Я спинным мозгом чувствую, что здесь все будет вокруг этого Аркхема вертеться. Ну, твоя же жена компромат на тебя не передавала.
We need to talk, Falcone. You weren't so eager the last time we met. But then, I knew you'd come around. Especially after the press got their teeth into you. You're your father's son. Yeah, that's right. Tommy and I were close. More than friends. More like cousins. Going back decades.
Так, ну давай сразу в лоб спросим, не будем вокруг да около ходить.
So that's what this is really about, eh? The pop digging up a 20-year-old killer.
2 killings, and they were never forgotten.
You and me, we're practically family. I thought you'd have figured that out by now. Hey, I tried to get through to your dense party. Maybe I should have spelled
Еще с охренеть, если еще кажется, что Фальконе окажется отцом Брюса Уэйна. Но вряд ли, конечно, ну да ладно.
There it is. Now I got you hooked. Your father, Hill, and me, we ran this city. Still do. God damn this pain. Can't think through it. Morphine's on the side there. Be a good boy and help Uncle Carmine out, huh?
А ведь действительно поймал, блин, информацию-то узнать же надо. Слушай, не, давай, наверное, облегчим его боль. И так его мало то, что на штырь насадили, так нам еще надо узнать побольше информации. Облегчить его боль. Все-таки тем более за Брюса Уэйна играю. Не за... Был бы тут Бэтмен, был бы совершенно другой разговор.
Be so easy to give me the whole vial, wouldn't it? Enough there to put an old dog down forever. Of course, you'd never know the whole story. How much of your parents do you have in you? What kind of son did Thomas Wayne make?
I need you coherent, or you would be gone already.
Oh, there it is. That Wayne streak. Much better, kid. Thank you.
Ну так, начинай говорить. О, все, воспоминание пустился.
She had the human touch. Think you got more of her in you, tell the truth.
Well, I wouldn't know. You took her from me when I was 9 years old.
What, you really think I hired Chill? Sure. I worked with Joe Chill from time to time. Put a button
Твою
on
мать, а кто
someone,
тогда?
he'd take him out.
Мэр, что ли?
Never ordered that hit on your parents.
Так мы к нему
Who
сходим.
did?
You can't trust anyone in Gotham. Least of all those you call friend. Your parents learned that the
Во! Сука! Кто?
They're waiting for you in hell.
Твою мать, а? Он же только заговорил.
Bastard had to die.
А что не с ртом? Блин, ладно, хоть перед смертью наркотой накачали.
Stand down! Get a doctor! Secure this floor!
Охренеть. Поговорили, называется. Вот я сейчас, кстати, также сейчас за голову взялся в данный момент. Да, товарищи, дерьмовое у нас положение.
We are in deep shit.
Слушай, он прям мои мысли читает. Я люблю просто Харви Дента. Ну, в хорошем смысле этого слова.
Word's gonna get out sooner or later. Why would she do something like this? We had Gotham's biggest
Вы
crime
народ-то
lord in our
посмотрите.
grasp.
Ей заплатили.
This close, we were this
Но с ней что-то не так
close.
было.
I don't know. I hardly recognized her when she burst in. She was so different from the woman we met in the hall.
It's a disgrace. Another officer gone rogue.
It just doesn't make any sense. She'd never do anything to hurt the department.
Falcone's case meant justice for 1,000 unnamed victims. And now it is a PR disaster. How can I run against corruption when our own cops are redecorating the precinct with their
Блин, ну вы
prisoners'
еще с
brains?
другом разостритесь.
Listen, we gotta get out in front of this. We gotta spin it as best we can. Issue a statement saying that we have the shooter in custody. Details are still coming in and that we're investigating. The usual.
Вот, согласен, надо по полочкам все.
We need to control this story, or
Разложить.
someone else will.
Then we need the whole story, not just part of it.
Lieutenant, Mr. District Attorney, Falcone's lawyers are here.
Вообще адвокаты охренеет, слушай.
I can delay them for a little while.
Мало того, что вы застрелили, так это еще и полицейский сделал. Так еще и в полицейском участке.
Tell me if she says anything. I have to know why she did this.
Да и сейчас мне тоже, кстати, интересно, почему она это сделала.
Alfred, Falcone's been murdered.
Good God.
I'm looking into it, but I'll need access to the.
Вот сейчас я реально удивлен, как только Альфред еще нас не обвинил в этом.
Alfred, I'm gonna try and confirm some suspicions of mine. Her veins, still visible beneath her skin. Fresh injection site. That doesn't look like blood. Alfred, I think I found the substance. Analyze and forward me the result.
Бля, а помнишь, на этих самых на складах там тоже купы с ума посходили? О, там друг друга рвать начали. Ну, не друг друга, ну ты понял. Ну там, правда, бочка рванула, а здесь, смотри, инъекция. Как бы тебе сказать? Ничего не будем ей говорить.
Sergeant, you have to think. What do you remember?
Oh God, Falcone. I was hoping it wasn't real.
I believe you were drugged, Sergeant.
It would explain a lot. Listen, You have to believe me.
Да я уж
I
верю.
talk big about hurting thugs like Falcone, but I would never betray the lieutenant.
Понятно. На словах ты Лев Толстой, а на деле... Не могу перефразировать к женскому роду, но да ладно.
Sharp pain.
There's an injection site on your neck.
Then I just felt light, like I could do whatever I wanted. No guilt, no consequence. There was a voice in my ear insisting Falcone was gonna get off. And all I knew was that I had to stop that. I had to, no matter what. The reasons why I should've, they were a million miles away.
Did you see a face? Could you ID a suspect?
I don't think
Так подожди,
so.
так там же полицейский участок, видеокамеры должен быть понапихано.
I remember a hand on my arm, guiding me like a parent with a child. The voice, it was saying something about revolution.
Угу.
Cobblepot said something similar.
I'm so sorry, Lieutenant. I've let you down.
We stalled Falcone's lawyers for now, but they'll be back. So how is she? Did she tell you anything?
Yeah, don't worry about that now.
I found evidence that she was drugged. A fresh injection site on her neck.
I was out of my mind, Lieutenant. Please believe me.
Hey, I do. Of course I do. Hey, get forensics in here. Now!
She remembers a voice saying something about revolution.
That's not much to go on.
Now, if you're bringing forensics in, let's get Bruce out.
Alfred, I gotta get back to the manor. I've got a lead on whoever's behind this.
Bruce!
Блин, какая же она классная все-таки.
What are you doing here? My friends in the GCPD have been telling stories about some kind of lockdown.
Я очень спешу.
I'm sorry, Vicky. I don't have time.
Don't brush me off. Word is there were shots fired near where Falcone was being held.
Ты охренеешь, когда узнаешь.
I mean, you must have been back there when it happened.
Без комментариев.
I have no comment at this time.
Don't be like that, Bruce. Talk to me. Word is you turned over enough dirt on Falcone to put him in Blackgate prison for life. A day after he showed up at your house. And now you're here.
Твою мать, а его еще и убили. Вот ты еще на меня повесь убийство этого
Can't
Фалькона.
afford to be associated with another scandal. I can keep your name out of whatever we print, but you need to give me something I can use. Who fired the shots? A cop? I can tell by the way you're brushing me off that something happened. Just
Иди-ка ты нахрен.
give me something to run with.
You're fishing. You don't have anything. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Ну да, вот иди-то нахрен, это только на английском
This is coming
прозвучало.
out whether you stonewall me or not.
Блин, вы не переводить-то думаете? Вот что она там сказала? Ну, в принципе, да ладно. Ну, в принципе, думаю, наверное, сегодня можно уже и заканчивать. Продолжим тогда завтра. Ладно, ребят, всем спасибо за просмотр. Всего доброго, пока.